Hey guys, so I got a request to do a video about cyberbullying, and I got this request from Josh. So, hi Josh. Thank you for your request. I love it when people actually request me to do things because I don't get too many requests. So it's cool when I do get them. Okay, so I'm going to talk about cyberbullying, and kind of for those of you who don't know much about it, just watch this video and you'll have a better understanding of it. So cyberbullying is basically when people, a person or a group of people will harass someone online, and they'll say really negative things. You see it a lot. There's negative comments on YouTube especially. And it's more repeatedly harassing someone. So just say, for example, you were talking to someone on Facebook and they kept saying oh, you're so ugly, you're giving you death threats and shit. And they're just trying to make your life a living hell. And honestly, the reason that they do that, it's because they're not comfortable with who they are, and they're trying to bring you down with them to make them feel better, so that they're not the only ones suffering, and so that they're not the only ones that feel bad about themselves. So really, when someone does that, usually people don't realize that. They just take it personally. They start to believe what that person's saying to them. Maybe I am ugly. Maybe there's no reason for me to live anymore. And some people will actually go as far as committing suicide just from, well, I shouldn't say just, because it is a big deal, but I mean from those people. From the cyberbullies. I'll be back in a second. Yeah, sorry, my uncle just came in, and so I had to see him quickly, so I totally just lost my train of thought. I got Twiddlers, though. So, I think what I was saying was, how people that cyberbully, they have their own problems. And that's for every bully, really. But cyberbullies maybe are even a bit more cowardly because they're doing it online. Not saying that they should be doing it in person, but what I'm saying is maybe in person they're the nicest person ever, but maybe online they're just total bitches, you know? You won't know until, I think parents should really keep a lookout for signs that their kid is either being bullied or is being the bully. And I guess kind of signs for that would be for cyberbullying in particular, would be if their kid's always on the computer and something seems to be going on that they won't tell you, then maybe you never know what's going on, right? So I just think parents should kind of stay updated with their kids when it comes to computers and using the internet. It's just important. But yeah, I just think it's awful that so many people have actually committed suicide from this. How would you feel if you were bullying someone to make yourself feel better, and then that person killed themselves? How would you feel? Really think about it. For the rest of your life, you have to deal with the guilt of knowing that your harsh words were what led them to end their own life. Could you deal with that guilt? I don't think you could. I don't think anybody could. And that's why what I'm saying is cyberbullying, it's something, it's serious. Like, it's not something to joke about. And so if you are being cyberbullied, or like even bullied in general, just tell somebody. It's not tattling, it's not whatever. Like, just tell somebody. Like, tell your parents, tell a guidance counselor, tell a friend, someone who you're close with, and or even send me a message and I'll talk to you. Like, keep in mind that cyberbullying, it's not a joke.